This is the longest outdoor covered escalator system in the world.
Just an escalator. It's cool though, let's go on it. Let's see how this...
The system covers 800 meters in distance and traverses an elevation of 135 meters from bottom to top. The escalator has some practical value as it helps workers and locals move around the area without having to climb hundreds of steps.
Okay, so there are some gaps in between the escalator where you have to walk a bit, but I mean, it is pretty continuous, and you really have to think about it. So I've been on it for about 6 or 7 minutes. That being said, I haven't walked at all, I'm just standing still, but this is a very long ride. It's quite cool to see the different restaurants and advertising space that are around this escalator, because a lot of people go on this escalator each day, so this advertising space is quite valuable, and so it's just interesting to see how people are using it. So that's actually quite entertaining in itself. Okay, so at many points you're able to get off and enter a side street, or you can just keep going straight, so that's what I'm doing. So now the escalator is quite steep, the steepest it's been so far. For me, this is also amusing, but this is just, I guess, everyday life for the people that live in this area. They use it to get to work, to commute, and yeah, that's pretty cool.
So is it worth visiting? And I think it depends on how much time you will have in Hong Kong. Overall, it's kind of niche and not super eventful, but it is pretty interesting in my opinion. Moreover, it's one of those things that is cool to say you went and be able to check it off your bucket list, and I'm glad I was able to check it off. So my final recommendation is that if you are in the area, it is worth checking out at least for a little bit as an item to check off your bucket list, or if you're interested in the logistics of such a long escalator. That being said, it's not really necessary to go all the way from the beginning to the end.
So I just finished the escalator, and I will say, I think it was longer than I even imagined it would be, which is pretty crazy. I think all in all, I was on there for roughly 20 minutes, and I wasn't walking, I was just standing still, but still, that is pretty wild. If you like this review, watch this review right here on pineapple buns in Hong Kong.